Good. You got everything, Sarah? 4 root 2 plus 5 root 2 minus 4 root 2. Is that right? Yes, it is. So, what is it about this that makes it kind of easier than most of these kind of problems? Yes, Tal?
4 radical 2 and negative 4 radical 2.
They cancel, right.
No, all you add is 4, 5, and negative 4.
Exactly. Why? Because these root 2's are in common.
Yes.
There you go. So this is equal to 4 plus 5 minus 4 root 2. If you want to put it equals bracket, 4 plus 5 minus 4. There's a couple ways to do it. But basically all you need to know is that when the radicals match, you can add or subtract them by just taking the coefficient or the term in front of it and adding and subtracting that. There you go. Actually, I would put it like this. Yeah. That bracket would be around there. There you go. So what's 4 plus 5 minus 4? Ashley, what's 4 plus 5 minus 4?
5.
Yes, it's 5 root 2. Your answer is 5 root 2. It's C. And just put 5 root 2 there and we're done. So 10 was pretty easy. It's just kind of going over what you should already know. Find the perimeter of the figure below and write your answer in simplest radical form. Here's the figure. It's a rectangle. Sorry, it's a little wonky over here, but basically that's what it is. These are what? What are these? They're square. They're These are 98-degree angle symbols, okay? 90 degrees. So that tells you that these, this is a rectangle, and what kind of triangles are these? What kind of triangles are those, Tal? Isosceles right triangles. Isosceles means these are equal. So let's just do a separate diagram that everybody does on the side in red. Let's do just the triangles. Because what are we looking for here? What are we trying to find?
That's enough too.
What are we trying to find? What's the perimeter? What does that mean? What does perimeter mean? We want to find all these sides and add them up. Well, guess what? All we really need to do is find out what x is, because once we find out what x is, we just add it 4 times or multiply it by 4. That's the perimeter. So how are we going to find x? Do we have a formula that allows us to work with right triangles? Yes. Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Write it down. We can use the a squared plus b squared equals c squared theorem when? On what kind of triangle?
Right triangle.
Right triangles. And we also know that what? This opposite that is equal to what? What is that? A, B, or C?
C.
C, good. So that is A or B, or what's the story with the x's?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. So we've got A, there you go. That equals C because it's opposite the right, the 90-degree symbol. So now we've got x squared plus b, a is equal to x, and b is equal to x, and c is equal to 12. So it's x squared plus x squared equals 12 squared. Now, how do we add x squared plus x squared?
2x squared.
How do we add x squared plus x squared? Mike?
2x squared.
Exactly. 1x squared plus 1x squared is 2x squared. So it's 2x squared equals 144. 2x squared equals 144.
Divide by 2.
Divide by 2. So we're solving for x here, right? X squared equals
72.
72. And now what? Because we're trying to find...
Radical.
Right, you take the radical on both sides. We've got x squared equals 72. We have to take the square root of both sides, okay? To get x, we need to take the square root of x squared. It's kind of logical. And whatever we do on the left side, we have to do on the right. So what's the square root of x squared, Lucas?
X.
Good. So x equals square root 72. What do we have to do with square root 72 to break it down? Into what?
6 and 9.
How about the biggest perfect square we can? So what big perfect square goes into 72? 9 and 8, but there's a bigger one. 12 and 6? 12 and 6 goes to 72? Yes, you're right. But that's not big, there's a bigger one. Go through the perfect squares. 4, 9, 16, 36 and 2. Perfect. So x equals the root of 36 times root 2. X equals root 36 times root 2. Okay? And that is equal to 6 root 2. So right in the big box, your answer is x equals 6 root 2. Are we done with this problem?
No.
No, because they're asking for the perimeter. They want you to find the perimeter of. So we have to answer the question. It says find the perimeter of the figure below. The perimeter is, now write that. The perimeter is what? The perimeter is, yeah. What? We have x, 6 root 2, and we want to find the perimeter, so we have to get how many x's? How many times do we have to count x? 4 times. We've got 6 root 2 plus 6 root 2 equals what?
12.
12 root 2. Plus another 6 root 2 equals what? 18 root 2 plus another 6 root 2 equals 24 root 2. So the perimeter is 4 times 6 root 2, 4 times 6 root 2, okay, which equals 24 root 2, okay?
Wow, I got that.
And put a big circle around it.
More like roots.